In this video, let's talk about the second generation Apple AirPods Pro. In Australia, they are being sold for $400, which puts them right up there with the likes of the latest offerings from Sony and Sennheiser. And as usual, out of the box, you get the Apple AirPods Pro second generation wrapped around in plastic, a few customary documentation from Apple, a lightning charging cable, and for the first time ever, you will also get extra small size ear tips for more customized fit. Just like the last generation, the overall design of the AirPods Pro 2 remains the same with some little nuances. The new case is a little heavier than the last one, but they nevertheless remain as one of the most portable cases in the market. On the outside of the case, you now get a lanyard loop for attaching third-party lanyards. And on the bottom of the case, there are some speakers to play a sound to make it easy to detect the case if you ever lose it while using the Find My app. The case is also now MagSafe compatible, but my favorite feature is that the new case is now IPX4 rated like the earbuds themselves, as it can now hold up to sweat and light rain. But try not to dunk them in water, as Apple's warranty does not cover water or liquid damage. On the other hand, the earbuds remain the same as the first generation AirPods Pro in terms of looks, weight and dimensions. They still have a vent system for pressure equalization for the noise cancellation technology, but the placement of these vents are now slightly changed, and in the inner mesh or filter on the ear tips on the second generation, it is a little bit denser than the previous model. Apple says that this mesh is specifically designed for the new AirPods Pro 2 to deliver high fidelity sound, so they are not backwards compatible or vice versa. But that does not change the comfort level in any way. If you like the first generation of the AirPods, then you will also like the second generation. And in terms of battery life, there is some improvements also. On my test, I got 6.5 hours of audio with ANC on with volume at 70%, and with the case, I could recharge the earbuds 4 more times. This is of course a 6-hour increase over the first generation AirPods Pro and the Sony WF-1000XM4. Apple also had made significant improvements to their skin detection sensor, which helps with preserving the battery life as soon as the AirPods Pro 2 are removed from the ears. And connectivity-wise, the AirPods Pro Gen 2 can connect via the AAC codec with your iPhone and can also be paired with an Android phone over the SPC codec. But if you pair them with an Apple device, then you can take true advantage of the new H2 chip that is inside. This chip can then power fast switching between Apple devices that are signed into the same Apple ID. There is Hey Siri support, instant pairing and audio sharing, which allows more than one set of AirPods Pros or AirPods to be paired with a single device. They also support Bluetooth 5.3 technology, which increases reliability and battery efficiency. So you can be rest assured that there will be no problem syncing or pairing using the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 2 in an environment with lots of other Bluetooth devices. I love the fact that the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 2 have their own settings page now, from where you can fine-tune all the little details about your AirPods Pro. And on the stem of the AirPods Pro Gen 2, there is a pinch to change tracks or swap between ANC modes and slide up and down the stem to adjust volume. These gestures are very intuitive, and I have hardly ever made a mistake or had any difficulty remembering the commands. So credit to Apple where it's due, they have absolutely nailed the controls department in the most user-friendly way possible. Apple claims that the second generation of the AirPods Pro are 2 times better than the already proven good ANC of their first generation of the AirPods. And you know what? That is not an overstatement at all. I took them out on a train ride and they managed to dull out the train's engine noise as well as background chatter. There was no background hiss whatsoever that made me feel uncomfortable, and they were just a joy to wear to zone out anywhere I desired. I cannot tell you yet if they are better than the new Bose earbuds, as I have not tested them side by side yet, but so far what I can tell you this much is that they are better than the Sony WF-1000XM4 for sure, and that is quite an achievement for any earbud. Also, the transparency mode takes the game up a notch. I actually really like the conversation mode of the first generation AirPods Pro, which almost acts as an hearing aid, and the way they were able to make the surrounding environment sound very natural. But now you get all of that plus some new additions to protect your ears. If the AirPods Pro detect loud noises when in transparency mode, then they will automatically scale down the volume of those harsh and ear-splitting sounds very fast. This is so convenient, as you don't need to switch back to noise cancelling mode or take any action yourself. In my test, the new AirPods Pro were able to cut back on speeding traffic and car honks very effectively, so I was very impressed. And in terms of sound quality, Apple has gone for a strategy to make sure that all genres sound good. So the sound profile is quite neutral, which the majority of the users will love. But that does not mean that their sound quality is on the level of that of the Momentum earbuds or that of the Beoplay EX. While the second gen AirPods Pro are better at reaching farther into the high and low frequencies than the first gen AirPods Pro, the shift is not that dramatic. If you love deep bass, then these earbuds will not be the ones that you should be looking for. But their overall clarity has improved a lot, showing maturity in how Apple gets the most out of their drivers. Then there is the fact that you can personalize your audio with spatial audio. But after going through the process myself, I don't know if the sound has improved noticeably. Ultimately, most people will hear and appreciate the upgrade, but it will not be earth-shattering if that's what you were expecting.
Testing the microphone of the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 2. Mic check, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Mic check, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3.
And on my mic test, I found that the Apple AirPods Pro 2 can handle outdoor calls with multiple noise sources really well. It can focus on the voice and can eliminate harsh or piercing sound enough so that the person on the other end can hear your voice very clearly. My testing environment was really demanding, and the way the new AirPods Pro handled that situation was really very good. So I can assure you this much, that the call quality on these guys would be excellent anywhere. The second generation AirPods Pro may look the same as the predecessors, but have managed to put a lot of things that makes them a worthwhile upgrade. Mainly the noise cancellation modes and the battery life upgrades are something that I can really get behind on. I know they are not the best sounding earbuds, or neither are they the best in ANC, but for people who are using an iPhone or have heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem, the convenience of using the second generation AirPods Pro is simply too much to deny. The ease in pairing, audio sharing, finding your lost AirPods, integration with Siri, conversation mode, and so many other features makes them a really good proposition. But the same cannot be said for the Android users. I have heard of sync issues and playback cutting out after 20 seconds. So if you have an Android device, think twice before buying the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. But that's just me. Please let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, then please like, share and subscribe. This is Nafis signing off till next week. Peace.